But we have from the things that we have seen around from our children, it is enough evidence to show you that we are moving to greater heights. Bali City boasts of having qualified, experienced, self-motivated, well-enumerated, and dedicated teaching staff ready to give you value money. Our parents, you chose the right school, and your money, the money you are paying as school fees and other dues for your children is not in vain. In addition, Bali City is unique in a way that besides academics, we also give holistic education by imparting in our learners skills like baking, cookery, molding, and others, with the aim of making them self-sustained in the future and also to fit well in society. So, apart from teaching the learners, the classroom members, parents, we also impart other skills like baking. Some of you learners are able to bake cookies and other things. So recently we are teaching them cookery, peeling, and other things. So we are not only teaching academics, but we are teaching other skills to help our learners fit well in society.
And minimum standards, you give us a tick as Bali City. When you give us results, you give us a tick as Bali City. So I want to thank the director and your team for the good work and giving us such a good school in Bali City. I want to appreciate. So nursery children are always unique. They want to prove that their children have learned something. And therefore, we cannot stop them from coming here to show you that they are learning or they have learned something. So for us, me as an education officer, my work is to implement government policy. And I don't know the gowns that are on, the discouraged gowns, but you know some of these things, this one should not go in the air. That we just have to encourage our people and also encourage learners, encourage the parents, and also educate them.
To officially graduate our top class from nursery section to primary section. Although the state education officer said that we shouldn't use the word graduation, but it is a transition from nursery to primary, and there is a reason to celebrate. This school opened its doors in 2020. I think it was 3rd February 2020. And in that very year, in March, on 20th March 2020, the government closed all schools due to COVID-19 pandemic, if you remember. So we are closed after 6 weeks of opening. And we spent 2 years without operating until last year, when the government opened the schools in January 10th, I think. And our journey has been that short. So we are barely 3 years old, but we are making a great impact, I believe. We thank the Almighty God once again, who saw us through the COVID-19 pandemic. All of us were affected. We don't want to use it as an excuse anymore, but it set back all of us many, I would say, years back. But that one is now history. We also thank him for reaching where we are currently. We thank all of you most sincerely, our dear parents who have entrusted us with the education of your precious children. We know how precious they are, how delicate they are, and how you love them. But that means by giving them to us, it also shows that you also love us as a school. We don't take that for granted. As a school, our vision is to be a center of excellence in providing early childhood education and primary education in this region and the country, if possible. We strive to always benchmark with the best practices in this industry across the country. We would like to apologize for anywhere where things have not gone according to expectations, but we want to thank you for continuing to trust us, and we want to promise that come next year, we intend to reinvent ourselves, to make ourselves better, to provide the better services to the best of our ability and what we would consider as the best industry practices.
The older ones and the younger ones. But don't say, here I have only young ones and they are not affected by what is taking place. The event is taking place. We have gangs, we have thieves, we have people doing a lot of things outside there. But let us protect our children. Abazadde tugezeeko nnyo okulaba nti abaana baffe tukolaki tubakuumira waka. Tuve ku bino ebyoganze nti abaana bano bakulu bagenda eri. Waliwo n'omuze omulala gwe nakafuna mu bazadde. Osiŋŋaana abaana abawala, the girl child, are kept home and kept busy. They are doing work. Naye ng'abalenzi nga wavaawo ku makya n'akomawo n'aliita emisana, then he goes back, then he knocks and you open for them past midnight without even asking avaawa. It disturbs us as a children. We are arresting these people, we are keeping them in custody, and you run up and call RCC one of them. Please let us change. That we can't manage. We have parents who take children to schools because other people have taken them there. And when they take them there, what they do, they look for sponsors. You have heard of sponsors. Those sponsors have created a lot of bad things in our children. Bad habits. You have heard of homosexual, yeah? But it is because you can't manage the school, and now you look for sponsors to pay for your children. And at the end of the day, they are involved in evil acts.
But also nursery. And this year, we even searched candidates. We searched 26 candidates whom we inherited from King's Education Center in our campus. So we are expecting some results come next year. In the mock exams that we searched this year, that were organized by the city, we emerged number 11 out of over 100 schools. So can we clap for that? So we expect good results in PLOE as we continue to prepare our candidates who are now in P7. Future outlook, currently we are operating actually 3 campuses. One we call the lower campus, which has P4 to P7, and then this campus. We also have a branch in our town council, which is only a nursery and kindergarten. We, however, have plans to move away from the lower campus in the near future, as we are in advanced plans to get our permanent address not far from here. We earnestly request for your understanding during this transition. We are going to have a few changes here and there, every now and then, but it is in the best interest of our learners and their interests. In the future, we intend to leave this campus for only nursery and then the primary will be switched to another campus, so that we remain with just nursery here, kindergarten, and then primary elsewhere. Are now, when they added in the one campus, we are 31. We have 31 teachers and about 30 non-teaching staff. All these are trained to provide the best service possible, to make our learners comfortable, safe, and to be in a conducive environment. The enrollment of our learners currently stands at about 350 before the PLOE. Half of those are in nursery. Nursery has about 150, and the primary has about 200. The boarding section has about 70 learners, and the majority are day scholars. Meanwhile, a varied and balanced diet to our learners, especially the younger ones in nursery, who are given special attention because we know they only depend on us. We have received feedback from our parents, and we shall put it on board as we transition into next term. Next term, we promise that we shall be much better in that area. Transport, the school currently has a small fleet of 4 cars. 3 vans are the coaster that help us in transportation of our children, and also for study tours around the country. I also want to report that, as you are aware, we took our learners of nursery, kindergarten to Soroti, where they visited Soroti Flying School, Soroti Fruit Factory, and the Soroti Children's Park, I think. And then the primary went to Entebbe, and the zoo, the airport, and then they went to Freedom City, and a landing site, and a show of a landing site. We shall continue to provide these opportunities for our learners to travel and get educated on the things around their country, even when they are in various cities. Games and sports, we have tried to provide the best sports equipment, both for both indoor and outdoor games for learners. But some of them have now grown old, but we intend to revitalize them next term. So next time you should see a lot of new things, or a rejuvenation of most of the things that we had when we are opening. We have had some challenges because of COVID and other reasons, but I think we are now settling back to our normal self. And these include, among others, the following. One is operationalizing our new site. Acquisition has been done, but the next challenge now is to operationalize our new site effectively and efficiently in as short a time as possible. With your support and prayers, we hope that we shall achieve this, where the school will get its own home. And like I said, that home will not be far from here. It is actually a walkable distance from here, and that should allay the fears of most of our parents of losing this pristine and prestigious address of senior quarters. I think we are the most we have the best address in town as a school, and they try to improve this one in conjunction with our partners whom we work with here. There is also a challenge from some of our parents in delaying to pay the school bills and also the bills for transport. Our dear parents, this is the school that entirely depends on your support. So when that support does not come early, it sometimes gives us challenges. These learners are very young and they are very eager to learn. They are very delicate. They need care from the minute they step here up to the second they leave the school. They are not like older children. They depend on us entirely for their welfare and their safety and security and their well-being. And in order to do that, we need the resources. So sometimes when the resources don't come in time, we are also hard pressed to offer an effective and efficient service. So we pray that you work with us and bring us that tuition as soon as possible.
Mommy and daddy present, thank you for giving us this child. But even the other one so much. Akakwaza Elijah, you come over. Nani Sabute, Oliver Mwechi Labache. Thank you so much. Atira, I don't know Michelle Atira, the parents was around. Kiria Abu, the parent I saw her around. That is Atira Michelle Atira. Michelle, you smile, it's your day. Thank you so much. Meanwhile, Abu, Mommy, I saw you around. Of Abu, I saw her around, I don't know. Okay. Siago Abdurrahim.